Welcome in, everyone, to the Guild of Icons. We've got everyone back, although Eao's Iris is sorry. I read it like I say aloud anything I read. Iris's camera is not connecting at the moment, so Iris is here. Iris is fully playing. Eao is fully playing. We're just using the old voice indicator thing, but everyone else is also here. We're ready to do some D&D. Everyone's leveled up to level 9, so they've got some real bullshit. And they're off, I believe. They're off to the library, which, well, you know, that should be nice. I'm sure there'll be nothing bad or scary or horrible there. Sorry, I'll turn the map off because I forgot I had that on. Yeah, who would like inspiration? It's a new day. It's a great time to have it.
Are we audible now?
You should be.
We were audible the whole time.
Happy birthday, Nick.
Oh, for
Happy
fuck's sake.
birthday, Nick.
What they said.
God damn it.
You love us. Love.
Does anybody would want to recount the fantastic unfolding of the fantastic plan that Gargoyle had last session for some? Oh no, that was the session before.
Okay, I think
He's not by a golem.
I think I remember last session, so I think I can do this.
Okay, go for it, Iris.
It started out with the other party members summoning a mirror metal golem because they're terrible.
Yep.
We were able to beat it thanks to the power of Fortnite dancing.
Yep.
I hate how that's true.
Oh, I forgot about that part entirely.
After that, we negotiated a bit with our good friend Warden as a way to kind of circumvent the lockdown. We're helping out Warden deal with some issues inside the library to get so that we could have freer movement while we do our things, including we have to deal with something to do with the water plan. We have to deal with the consequences of our own actions when it comes to a knoll. I forget what the third thing we had to do was.
You've grounded a large bag of money.
The third thing, there was a beast of fire and ice.
But I believe that's behind the already existing beast of the bullet in the beast lock room.
It is, yeah. Also, the thing of fire and ice is not really, strictly speaking, a beast at all, I think.
Yeah, we then after all that, I taught one of the grounded children how to swear.
You did. That was important.
And that is my recollection of last episode.
There's also a lot of innuendo.
A bit earlier.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're the only one who saw it as innuendo.
What? Nope, I'm not getting baited. I'm not getting baited for this. It's not happening.
So I believe that we decided the first course of action we were going to take is to go after the consequences of our own actions, because after killing about 29 gnolls, we decided that we would keep one alive to prove something.
He can still face, and it was like, and also you're screaming when I was torturing him, and it was like,
Remember, if we kill this gnome, the gnome was proven right.
The knoll?
This
Which
is
isn't
a
a gnome,
speech that
which
she
isn't
prepared
entirely-
for Merith of Winifred later.
Oh. Merrick is a gnome?
I believe so. Or a
I said
halfling. I
no.
always forget.
I meant to say Knoll. I'm sorry.
I thought you was a halfling.
Oh, it's one of those. I always forget.
Knoll.
I saw-
Gnoll. Gnoll.
The happy little
Okay.
people who like breakfast a lot. Like it's one or the other.
What? British people?
Yes. Yeah, they're often described as happy.
Happiness people that like breakfast, yes. And if they don't get breakfast, things go wrong. Look, we went to war with multiple nations over tea, okay?
All right, that's a fair point. Anyway, back to the game. You're all off chasing wound wine, right?
Yeah.
We
All
should
right.
ask if he has an actual name.
That'd be a good idea. Yeah, you could do that. I'll start thinking
we
of
should
one.
have asked at some point.
Yeah. So the way to Wound Wine is south of you. It is actually going through the large artifact storage room, which is where you've been sleeping. So it's not too bad. But in between there is another room known as the reference library, and you can see a sign for the door. Really right in front of you, like the door between the large artifact storage and the reference library. There's no corridor in between. It's there and there, right? Quite likely people go between those two quite often, you know? Artifacts, library, it makes sense, studying and all that. The door is firmly locked shut. Now, Warden has agreed to unlock all the doors, but this one is not budging. And inside you can hear panicked whispering. Nothing you can make out unless you want to like properly like get right up close. But yeah.
Well, we got out of it the first time I did it. Gargoyle's going to press his ear against the door.
Okay. Make me a perception check, please.
All right. That is 22.
Okay, so you hear could be more intruders. They've been coming in through the walls and all that. I guess it's possible they'll try the door as well. Could be help though. Could be help. It's been so long. No, it's probably intruders. There's more intruders than help.
There's a gargoyle. Pass this on to the rest of us.
Yeah, whoever is in that room is very on edge, and I feel like if we break through that door, something is going to get shot at us.
I'm going to knock on the door.
Okay. You hear a nervous, who goes there? And Gargle, if you're still listening, you also hear a, shouldn't have said that.
Oh no.
Hi, I'm grounded at Wark.
Who's that?
Me? I know, I've literally got my address and now I don't know what else to give you.
No, I was wondering if we were meant to know that name.
You do kind of
No,
present it every time as if like, oh yes, grounded of Wark.
Yeah. I mean, what, you don't give people your name when you meet them?
No, Gargoyle has literally never in Cantlore given anybody its name.
Hannah? You give people your name when you meet them, don't you?
No, I normally hand them like an introductory letter. Or someone else can introduce me.
Which is perfectly normal.
You said we. Are you okay? Are you alone in there?
What do we say? Do we say?
Cool.
Do we tell them?
Good to know.
Can I detect any ghosts?
What would you like to do to detect ghosts? Arcana, perhaps?
Well, I could just ask the ghost that's in my head right now if they see any other ghosts. Is that how
I
we
like
go?
that.
Ghosts.
Ghosts.
That's mechanically not a benefit of your class, so I mean, I'm going to take a check for it. but I think that's a good way you could do it. So yeah, you can go Arcana, you can go Religion. Actually, Religion's probably the most accurate one. Go Religion.
You could also
let's be
go
fair.
into the ethereal plane and then just pop out on the other side of the door and scare the bejesus out of them.
Yeah, I
could
can
do
do
that.
that once a day, though.
That's
I
what
can only do it
ghosts
once a day.
do.
That is a good
Grounded
way to
does
get
affect
yourself
me above.
killed. That is a good way to get yourself killed, separated from the party.
Which is a very grounded move.
It
I
is
don't
a
know.
bit.
Hannah
way.
got separated from the party in the mirror run, and that went fantastically. We should do that more often.
You're just telling Hannah to fuck off at this point.
No, I'm telling us to split the party across the giant map.
Don't.
That's a 10, by the way, on, well, I get
is
the
a
same
10.
bonus to Arcana and,
So the ghosts around your head, they're not like full ghosts. They're almost like shreds of spirit that sort of linger to you. And by that I mean they are still them. They're fully them, but they don't fully have the power and presence of a ghost. For example, like they couldn't possess someone and that sort of thing, and they can't see very far around you. They're more kind of piggybacking off of your own senses. And yeah, they're not able to detect anything in this case.
okay. I guess if there's a ghost in there, it won't join my codec call.
Exactly.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go. Look, we are part of Cantlore security. Of everything here went into lockdown. We're just trying to clean up what caused it and get everyone out.
Roll me deception, please.
Yep.
I mean, that is technically true.
We are
No, it's the.
security.
I mean,
that
I've made someone with a vow of truth roll deception before. Like, this is definitely deception.
Okay, deception was my. That is a 13 plus 8, a natural 21.
21. Okay. Yeah, that's enough. You hear an incantation as someone casts a spell on the door, and then several bolts sliding back behind the door, and finally it opens creakily. And inside the group, you all see 5 wizards. They are looking a bit scraggly and a little worse for wear because they've been here for several days now.
How long has the lockdown been in effect?
Let me double check the exact date, but it's at least 3 days.
Okay.
It's not. I don't think it's the full 8 days. I think it's something like 5 days that they've been here. But I can also double check.
What a week,
It's the
huh?
14th today. The lockdown would have been on the 10th, so 4 days.
I offered them
It's the
some of my
15th,
rations.
sorry, now.
Yeah, I'm
These
going to
are
give them
just
3
the
days worth of rations.
Okay.
I should have taken credit for the more.
They're not looking emaciated. They do have magic, and they have been creating food. It's just they don't look like they've washed very well.
Well, do we prestidigitate them? Is this the 5 wizards in Cantlore who didn't get prestidigitation?
You can clean clothes. You
Can.
can't clean a person with prestidigitation, I don't believe. I think it's objects
Do
you
you
can
still have
clean.
that? Yeah.
I
Do
love
you
you,
still have that fancy soap?
No, a monkey drink it all.
Yeah, it's objects
Huh?
you can clean and soil. So you can't clean the whole person. So that's why it's a bit... There's a bit of a pong as well coming from the room.
Is
Okay,
everybody
so-
in here okay?
Well, yeah, mostly. As well as can be. Are you here to relieve us?
We're here to get people out. This is a lockdown's been going on for a while now. We've been trying to get everyone out of the mirror run.
Okay, good. Come on in. There's something we need to tell you.
Okay.
I have a question. From what Eao can tell, from what Eao can tell, is this a friendly interaction, or is there like something off about the situation?
Roll me insight.
I mean, Eao believes there is something wrong, but like, can she garner any more, or is it just like? All right, that is an 18 plus 1, 19.
They're
Ao
really
believes there's something wrong
nervous.
because she's untrustworthy, because she just has paranoia just inside her.
Fair, it's cant lore.
They
She always
they
thinks something
are
is trying to screw her over.
they're really nervous, but
Mhm.
there is a good reason to be really nervous in this situation. You know, for people they don't know. They've clearly holed themselves up here for a while.
Do you remember the fight we had against the fireplane soldiers?
A mirror run collapse is a terrifying ordeal as well to be stuck in. They, you know, they do seem nervous, but
I have no suspicions like this is some sort of trap or anything.
you don't believe this is a trap, no.
Okay.
But they bring you all in, and you can see this is a library of spell scrolls, bookcases stacked on top of bookcases with scrolls all the way in, and no books at all. It's scroll upon scroll upon scroll. They said yes, so we've obviously stayed here for the good of all magic, really, this being the reference library. But we really do need to get out. Have you got enough supplies just in case anything goes wrong? I wonder if we should be taking the reference copies out of here. And then gestures to another one of the wizards who closes the door and does the magic on it, just in case, you know, anything comes in.
Oh, is this room? Well, I'm not saying this is Gargoyle. I'm just saying this as a player. Is this room like a bunch of scrolls? And if you want to like add a spell to a spell book or a ritual book, you like copy it from the scroll?
You can say that out loud if you want. And you'll find the answer.
Wait,
Go
Gargoyle,
on,
I
you
intuit
like it.
this.
you should know this.
You can try to intuit the answer. I'll tell you, the DC will be very high.
Okay.
You can try for sure, because you're good at Arcana. Like, you're really good. There is a good chance that there's a chance that you'll get it. The DC is very high.
Okay.
Look at like we have plenty of supplies. Not worry, we came equipped to deal with this situation. But if you have to take anything out with you, you got to do it. You got to do it in one trip.
All right.
Like,
this is Gargoyle. This is so when they say reference library, this is an out of character question. Are you familiar with the I believe it's in France where they have the kilogram, like the reference kilogram against which all other kilograms are measured?
Yes.
Yeah. This is that for spells.
So these are like the purest form.
These are also the originals. The first time these spells have ever been written down.
Okay, so I can't let Ao know any of this, and there was a clear benefit in doing it myself without asking.
And there's one
is
last
Iris.
thing I'm going to
You're
get you only
Iris.
with a natural 20. Actually, what's your Arcana modifier? I need to know for this one because this is real hard, this last bit.
My Arcana modifier is +9. That was a 29.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was DC 30, that last bit of information.
Flash of genius!
Then yes. Does that work on... Yeah, it works on checks as well, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
My brain was like, it's only saves. Yeah. If anything is to happen to the original spell, that spell is removed.
That was worth a flash of genius. I'll say that up front.
Much like, you know, there's a kind of werewolf called a loup-garou, right? And if you get that kind of lycanthropy, the only way to cure it is to kill the person who gave it to you or go up the chain. This is the original of the chain of every spell.
The original wear spell.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. So if you were to cast any of the spells in here from those scrolls, no one in the world would ever be able to cast them again.
We need to.
Okay, so where is the silver strike thing that Adeline used?
Now, bear in mind, Gargoyle, you know this. No one else knows this until you tell them. Unless you tell them. Because that is dangerous information.
Here's the conflict. I can trust Hannah and maybe grounded if she's careful. If I say this out loud, Eao Dunwich, irregardless of the concept of risking losing a spell forever, is going to realize these things are insanely valuable.
That's the problem. Yeah. You have
Now-
the chance to remove some spells that you never want to see cast ever again.
Wish.
No, bad.
Wouldn't the world
That
be
would be
better
very
off
funny.
though?
Fireball.
Bad.
And most importantly, you're the
Prestidigitation.
arbiter of whether the party gets to make that choice or whether you just get to make that choice.
For a 5 for 5.
How much do you trust the Guild of Icon with what is, I am going to say, universe-wrecking levels of power?
Wait, no, I got the funniest one to remove if we went that direction.
AO
Create
seeking
food and
out
water.
True Strike. Oh, create food and water!
No.
Wow. How about we get rid of minor hypnosis?
That's not a spell.
Well, it's
There's
never
no
worked
magic
anyway, so it
involved.
doesn't matter.
Okay, but anyway, back to the role.
I'm gonna keep this to
Tech
myself.
magic. Get rid of the tech magic.
So
I
you,
always said revivify end this.
you understand the severity of the situation and why these wizards have stayed here and why they're nervous right now. Anyway, one of the wizards...
I've got an out
sorry,
of
go ahead.
character question.
Yeah?
Okay, so out of character question. Wait, does this mean Canlaw is literally the sort of source of all magic, or have they just sort of collected all these?
They've collected these.
Okay.
There may, in fact, be some spell scrolls they don't have, some originals they don't have, but it won't be many. Like, looking around, there are so many.
Out of character question.
Mm.
We're kind of concerned about Cantlor falling into like being subsumed and erased from existence by the astral void, right? Like just completely destroying it, like completely being erased from history. What will happen?
Well,
to
also,
the spells?
more immediately than that, we're worried about the mirror run going to shit and collapsing.
I'm
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
so very glad you all came to the reference library.
Well, fortunately, these are all thoughts
what if-
going on in Gargoyle's head.
It's like reality is subjective, where if we didn't go to the reference library, this wouldn't be a factor at all in the universe.
No, you'd find that in campaign 2 there was no magic.
Isn't
Oops, all
campaign
marshals.
2 censored for extra non-spoiler agreement stuff?
Wow, my bard would basically be the D&D movie
I
bard.
don't have you under NDA.
Okay, isn't
Okay,
campaign 2 all warlocks all the time?
Be a shame if that suddenly changed, wouldn't it?
I was going to talk to the wizards in the room.
Hmm.
Look, we are well equipped and prepared to deal with any situation that can be thrown at us. We fought through like 30 gnolls on our way here. Look at us, we're basically unscathed.
Okay, as you say that,
I think it's a bit cheating to not only have had that be a few days ago, but also to have taken several long rests in between.
as you say that, the entire room goes pitch black.
Son of a...
For all those with dark vision, you are in magical darkness now.
Oh, crap.
I'm going to decide at random. One of you is going to feel a hand on your arm. This gargoyle, actually, this is an interesting one. And someone whispers, "This is what we were about to try to tell you. There is a changeling spy in here with us."
Oh. Well, that's inconvenient.
Take this scroll, and he puts a scroll in your hand. It's not one of the reference ones. It's just magic. I need you to find the source of the darkness and get rid of it so that we can keep an eye on everyone. If a spy gets hold of the originals, they can get rid of whatever spells they don't want their enemies to have.
Well, now the role seems kind of irrelevant that I've been whispered it.
Well, you've been whispered that information, but that would not necessarily have made sense if you hadn't passed that.
Yeah.
Question.
Yeah.
Question. Can Eao hear this? Currently, Eao cannot see, and she is at least somewhat used to magical darkness. She would be focusing on her other senses at this point.
Perception check, because this was like a whisper directly into the ear of an owl. So this was real quiet. So it's a difficult DC. It's possible, but it's a difficult DC.
Perception.
Whisper into the ear of
That
an
is
owl
sadly
is
not one of my really good ones. I'm going to inspiration this.
Okay.
19 plus 1, unnatural 20.
Okay, you do hear this. Right, and at the same time, what you hear is another wizard saying, We need to split up, find the source of this darkness, and get rid of it.
Are those the only whispers I hear in the room?
That wasn't a whisper. That was said out loud to everyone.
Okay, I mean, is there anything else I hear in the room since I am focusing on hearing currently?
Do you want to hear somebody fart?
You can hear footsteps heading. I'm going to use just cardinal directions, heading north of you.
What direction was the door?
The door was south. No, door was north. Sorry. Door was north. There is also a door to the south, which you would have seen on the way in. Before
I hear footsteps going towards north. I'm going to slam my body into the door.
Okay, the distance you've been moved in is larger than that, so you're going to have to start moving that direction, which is fine. You can absolutely do that and head towards the door and sort of and stop it. That's great. What's everyone else doing?
I'm going to activate Molly, who has better perception. I think better past perception than probably the party.
I'm going to resist making a Deep Rock Galactic reference every time you do it, but yes.
Yes, please. And I mean, I guess the only real thing to do is follow the sound of footsteps, which now is Eao's footsteps.
Okay, so you move towards Eao. Make me a dexterity saving throw, please. As you hear a creaking sound to the right of you and a bookcase is tumbling towards you. Eao, you're safe. You're ahead of this. You'd hear this behind you though, and everyone else would hear this crashing down. It's trying to land on Gargoyle.
That's 18.
18. You dive out of the way, but you dive backwards. So there's a bookcase between you and Eao. Hannah, what are you doing?
Can I shout something out to Hannah?
Hold on a sec. I'll have what Hannah was doing before the bookcase fell first.
Okay.
I was going to choose a random direction that I saw to be vaguely safe, put hand on sword hilt, and walk vaguely towards that and stop when I think it's safe.
Okay,
because I know full well that if someone's going to try and target me, they're going to have to be very, very, very good at what they're doing.
Absolutely.
Due to the sheer amount of magic items I stopped that make me pretty much unfindable.
Let's say you go east. I'm just as a random direction. It's and that's fine. How far do you reckon you'd go? The room is probably about 100 feet across.
Not even that far. Just like a few steps, just so that if someone was trying to murder me in the dark, they realize I'm not there anymore.
Okay. And Grounded, what were you getting up to before the bookcase crashed down?
Okay, I think what I'm going to try and do is basically I'm going to try and stealth my way towards the nearest wall and try and basically climb up to the roof.
Okay, so let's say you're going south. So this shout comes out from Eao. Eao, what do you shout?
I shout, Hannah, south door.
I guess I sprint towards it.
Okay, you sprint towards the south door. Can you make me let me just double check the rules of the spell. Can you make me ooh, hang on a sec. You might be okay on this. Are you immune to the charmed condition?
Yes, thanks to Zephos.
You're good.
There's a surprising amount I'm immune to.
You
in
avoid
this game
a
at the moment.
square of suggestion.
I'm immune to the smell of the wizards.
You run south. Grounded, you're going up the wall. So Eao, you get to the north door. Hannah, you get to the south door. You're both stationed there. If anyone comes up to you, you're gonna notice them. You're gonna hear them approaching. In the center, the wizards are still sort of milling around. They're a little bit worried. They're sort of slightly spreading out a bit. Gargoyle, you're by the bookcase. Grounded, you're going up the wall. Okay. Right. Now, what I need you all to do, I'm going to send you a message on Discord, and I need you not to read it out loud. Okay?
Eao's current plan is to put herself in front of one door because she is very good at reaction-based combat and Hannah on the other side because no one's getting past Hannah 1v1.
Now,
You know, I'm actually quite sad that Bree didn't say happy birthday to me and just said what they said, especially on my birthday. That hit really hard.
Now, I'm going to read the message I have sent to 3 of you. Okay? And one of you has not received this message. The message is, while exploring the library, one player character has been knocked out and replaced with a second changeling spy, who has been hiding among the stacks working with the other spy. That spy knows the identity of the first spy and will be working together with them. Their goal is to eliminate you and take the library. They have poison that can render you unconscious instantly. Be careful.
So you're saying that one of the party is a spy?
One of the party is a spy. One of the wizards is a spy. They're both changelings.
Fucking social stealth.
Wait,
So you're saying there's a spy among us?
Yes.
I should have had Hannah cover the vents.
And the darkness drops. And you can all see each other now.
But we can't.
Wait.
We can't do this because Bean isn't in the chat.
And
wait, but do we know what we now know in character, or?
yeah, oh no, you know this in character. This I'm telling you this information for free because otherwise you'll all die. Basically.
Okay.
You know this. And you come and you know what? Actually, grounded, your altitude. What altitude are you going for? This goes up to about 30 feet.
Yeah, I'm on the roof and I'm basically sort of crouched in the middle because I feel like that's the best way to remain hidden
Okay, that's good.
until I get a grasp on the situation.
From there,
What
you
the
can
harpies
see
doing?
there are 3 corpses tucked away in one of the corners behind a bookcase. They are all wearing wizard robes.
Hey, can I tell the
harpies
difference?
are chirping and trying to bite your ear.
It's Keith's dream.
Okay, so the corpses are all wearing wizard robes. Wait, are the how many wizards were there again?
There were 5.
How many are left?
There are 5.
There were originally 8 in this room, Nag.
Where's Hannah?
Hannah's on the south door.
Okay.
Eo's on the north door. Grounded's up in the air. Gargle, you're sort of between center and north. You're about halfway between center and north with a crashed bookcase in front of you.
Is everyone okay?
Grounded gives a thumbs up from the ceiling, from the roof.
Of course, you're
Roof
up there.
ceiling.
Air's watching the wizards.
What happened? Gargo, what happened?
Like, do we know? Because if they did it flawlessly, then how would we know?
You do know one of you has been replaced. This simply
Yeah.
would not work if you didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, so we
Okay.
hear some vague, undetectable sounds of someone being accosted, and then when lights come up, it's like, okay, we know something's happened to someone here.
Gargoyle's head turns around to Hannah, and he says,
I think that there were actually 2 changelings, and one of us is them.
I see 3 corpses from up here for what that's worth.
What, the wizards look a little embarrassed.
Okay, guys, what corpses? Anything you need to tell us?
Well, I suppose you already know. There's a spy in our midst.
Do any of you know Speak with Dead?
Well, that's the thing. And another one speaks up and says, she says, we killed them. Or at least we thought we got the spy.
Do all these wizards have different colored robes on by any chance?
Yes. Of course they do.
Is there a big person in the middle that they've hit occasionally to someone in an emergency meeting?
It casts alarm, yeah.
I'm going to.
Are you
Sorry, continue.
not to be rude, but are you certain there's a spy?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, wait, if one of us has been replaced, but there's still all the wizards present.
Question, Nick.
Hmm.
Are changelings Fae?
No.
No. Okay. Damn
I was
it.
just double checking because I was like, that's a really interesting question.
Does it?
More
If it was yes, I would have broken this entire thing immediately.
Oh yeah, no,
X-ray
they're not.
creature.
They're just humanoids.
Gotcha.
So, of the wizards you've got, I'll just give you a roster of them, just so you've, basically got a general sort of gist of it. I'll go by robe colors. Blue is female human, about 6 foot, dark skin. Red is male human, 5'4" or so, and has pale skin and freckles. Yellow is female elf, 5'8". Green is a male dwarf, about 4'8", and white is a non-binary halfling, about 3'5", I think they're at, roughly.
Okay, I have one more question. From what Eao would maybe or maybe not know about changelings, do changelings know anything about the people they change into other than their appearance? Like, do they gain any sort of knowledge?
They don't.
What was Yellow's height?
God damn it. Yellow is 5'8". I didn't actually write down their heights. I was making that up on the spot.
Well, good go.
You've given me clues. I'm an intelligence character.
No, that's fair. That's on me.
Okay. Here's my first gamble of many. Hannah.
Oh, those are always reassuring words.
Hannah, when we were in the basements of the tavern, who did we meet down there?
Has Keith frozen up, or
I think
he
so,
really
yeah.
to a bit?
Be a great bit, wouldn't it? I'm sure we'll get
I mean, there's no change in that form whatsoever. That's the opposite of a changeling. I'm convinced.
On my Discord, Hannah's camera's on the loading thing, so
yeah, I think
keys
we'll
hammer. Camera.
I don't have a technical difficulties button anymore. How wild.
Why don't you have?
Because
We
we
have a
stopped
screen
having
consultant.
technical difficulties, all right? I'm gonna go, yeah.
Discord hasn't stopped having technical difficulties.
I'll go to the break screen while we wait. This will give me a chance to generate some names for the people.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Yep. The messages are, oh yeah, this is gonna trigger an ad. Whoops.
Oh, okay. Keith's actually
Okay, there
disappeared
we
now.
go.
You back?
The
Oh dear.
the most annoying thing is I had full downstream with no upstream, apparently.
Ooh.
Yeah, your upstream is still a little bit shaky, it sounds like. What's the last
terrible
thing
then.
you heard?
Because I can hear you all perfectly, but the upstream's a problem. Eao asking me who we met in the basement, and then everyone saying, "Has Keith frozen?" It would be a great commitment. The bit if he has.
Yeah.
And then, oh yes, he disconnected. We need to go to this technical difficulty screen.
But there's no technical difficulty screen, apparently.
Twitch is still parts for me at the moment.
I'll go back to the main screen anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, let me just deal with the problems as best I'm able to. Let's see if anything's trying to download anything like Windows, Steam, etc. Sorry about that, everyone. Okay, I'm still like bouncing up and down, aren't I?
You're still visible now.
Sounded kind of consistent for the last bit.
Okay. If I'm consistent and I can see you all, then that's okay. Twitch is still like taking ages to load for me, so I think I'm going to get the pop out chat as soon as I'm allowed to pop out the chat, because Twitch is bad for this.
Yeah. We here at Guild of
Anyway,
Icons
yes,
do apologize for technical difficulties.
Are we back on the screen?
Yep, we're back. I use this
I
time
can't
to
watch
generate
the
some
channel
names.
at the moment,
Yeah, don't worry about it. We're back.
so I can't see if we're back from break or not.
So Eao was asking Hannah a question.
Yep. The question was, when we were in the basement of the tavern, who did we meet?
Cool. Okay.
Amazing. It's power word kill. But for
I'm just trying to play the
Keith's
game.
internet connection, that one question.
Well, what we didn't realise was that the duplicate Hannah was bound to the same oath of oath, but they didn't realise, so they lied and.
Yeah, that's not working so well. Hannah can't answer. That's sus. It is a bit. Nope.
I've actually got a question.
Okay.
Would
Right,
grounded? Oh, sorry.
Sorry, right, I'm still fighting with my internet connection.
Once you disconnect and reconnected, things look actually rather smooth now.
Hope so. Like, I'm juggling through the different networks. All right, so yes, I answered a pseudo dragon because I can't remember the name of said pseudo dragon. Like, as a player.
Did we ever get the name of the pseudo dragon?
No.
No.
It probably had a name like Spiky.
If we never got it, then that is exactly the answer I was actually looking for. Hannah, do me a favor. If anyone approaches your door, kill them. Doesn't matter who. Nobody leaves this room.
Hey, I have a question for you all, by the way. Okay, so this morning, how much of my letter did you see when it fell on the table?
When would this have been?
I don't think that happened.
Not this morning.
Would have been yesterday morning. Because you just had a
yeah.
long rest. But yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday morning. Just to be clear, this is grounded actually trying to be intelligent for once and trying to bluff to see if the imposter might know that there was a letter but not realise no one else had seen it.
Like Gargoyle just shrugs.
Eao knows nothing.
It's true.
Yeah, I was very specifically asking Hannah about that though, because again, Hannah's the one at the door and I want no one leaving.
Also, another question. Would Grounded know if changelings have any specific weaknesses or immunities or resistances?
Spells far beyond our capability of casting.
Yeah, there's only one spell that can show a changeling's true form, and I don't think anyone can cast it. It's a very difficult spell.
2 spells, but are we going to use a wish on this?
True, but the other spell, of course, being Moonbeam.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't there also some that gives you true sight?
Oh yeah, True Sight is
yeah.
the spell that gives you True Sight. It's not very creatively named. Yeah, that would do it as well.
Okay, but conversely, is there anything they're resistant or immune to?
Nope.
And fun fact, changelings, even when they're unconscious, don't slip back into their original form. They have to be dead. Which means that all of the dead bodies, none of them are changelings, so they clearly didn't get whichever one was in the room.
Okay then, we shall start at the beginning then. I point to a random wizard, the yellow one. You. From the beginning when this lockdown happened, tell me the events from then till now.
She's going to indignantly say, I have a name now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Colonel Mustard.
It's
And you're in the library.
Salusa
Look out for
Alroris. I regret. I regret using the fantasy name generator.
Just
I pull out a
just
dagger and
nothing
it's-
with mustard.
I pull out a dagger and it starts oozing poison. I don't care.
Okay. So it was a couple of days ago, 4, 5? I don't know. There's not been any sunrise or sunset down here. We we were working in the library. We're librarians. We catalog the scrolls, and when people want to study one of the original scrolls, we give them access to it and take care of it, or if someone brings in a new spell, we make sure it's stored properly. And what happened? Right. Well, when the first lock went, I don't know if Warden sends a message to everyone.
Yes, we're familiar with Warden.
We're meant to leave, but we knew we couldn't just leave all of this unguarded, so we locked the doors. We cast arcane lock on them to keep them steady, and bolted them just in case something still managed to get through. And then we just sort of sat there waiting in case anything came through the walls as well. You notice actually in here though that the walls are clad in marble. They are not mirror.
Okay, that's relief.
How would they come through the walls?
Well, pass wall is still possible here. And I suppose you could shape stone. Or if you knew about this place before, you could use teleport.
Mm.
And so we waited, and then after a day, and then she starts sort of hyperventilating, and White
Eao points at another one of the wizards. Continue the story from there.
Okay, White steps in, and they say, right, well, that's when things started going wrong. I don't know if there were defenses here that we just didn't know about, or if we didn't know that. We know now that someone was sabotaging it. We thought that maybe one of the librarians cast guards and wards or something, and it was triggering, because suddenly the room filled with smoke. We couldn't see anything. We looked around and tried to work out who'd done it, and we came to a decision as a group, and we killed her.
Why her?
Okay.
Well, we took a vote.
Oh my god.
Under what suspicion? What evidence? Why was she cast in the vote?
I didn't pick her. And then Red steps in, and he says it was close between her and White. I cast the deciding vote.
But that's how I'm. Why those two? Why were those two the ones up for suspicion the most?
Those two are the ones who, well, when we searched their pockets, we found stolen scrolls.
Which scrolls?
It was stupid. And Green steps forward and says, White had magic missile, and Pink had. Yellow says, the thing is, if you don't need to destroy them to bend the world to your will, you just have to threaten it.
So we heard all about the things that Eao did to Ansel Peters when we met him, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Ansel was shouting about it for quite a lot of the combat, yeah.
Interesting. I'm going to see if I can get a good look at the majority of people in the room and see if I get a reaction when I say,
What day did you kill Ansel Peters' dog?
Well, you get a gasp from, I'm going to say Green, who's a dog person.
I know, right?
I look at Gargoyle and go, I'm not the one who did it. It was the assassin that I hired. And to answer that question, it was the exact day I escaped capture.
yeah, I was more looking to see if, because the changelings that Eao hired were assassins. Well, the assassins that Eao hired were changelings.
If you want to know the exact method, I hired a local street gang known as the Rooks.
It'd be real funny if the two changelings were Hannah's parents, wouldn't it? It would be real funny if I, as the DM, had done that to you. It's a great theory, Gargoyle. It's a great theory.
Although I don't know why you're asking that question. That it's completely useless. We don't know when one of us was switched out with someone else. Any information that you would have learned after entering the mirror run is useless.
Yeah, but the point was, this is Pixels, the player, saying to scan their faces and see if they have any reaction to it.
Yeah, roll me perception. No, insight. This is definitely insight. Roll me insight.
Yeah, but at the same time, Eao doesn't know that you're doing that, which is why she said what she said. That it's useless information.
Insight. I'm going to Flash of Genius this to make it 25.
25. Okay, well, Green gasped. She kind of has a kind of glassy expression, like just completely expressionless, poker face going on. Red looks a bit angry at Eao. Is now, in fact, yellow and red are kind of looking at each other and then looking at Eao like they suspect Eao. Because Eo's already hired assassins. That's pretty tangential to being a spy now. And White's sort of looking between all of you, really confused. How, specifically though, bearing in mind this role, are Grounded, Hannah, and Eao reacting?
Eao reacted with her reply. Eao does realize that in the current situation, there is nothing off the table when it comes to questions.
Yeah, Grounded gave her "I know, right?" in response to Green's shocked gasp, because she's really still a bit of miffed that Eao would do such a thing in the first place.
To be fair, Eao wasn't after the dog. Eao was after the person.
Grounded also kind of likes the person.
You notice that, Gargoyle.
Framed us for treason.
Yeah, it wasn't personal.
I noticed what? Sorry, there's a lot going on.
You notice Grounded's reaction, which is to gasp along with Green.
Hey.
And as far as Hannah's reaction
did you all think I
goes-
was on your side for this encounter?
And yeah, for Hannah's reaction, nonplussed and vague sense of disappointment, but no sense of shock or anger.
Okay.
Again, it's nothing we did. Everyone in the party, at least, didn't already know didn't learn after we entered the maze.
At this point, I think Grant is going to take out her alcohol burner and just make a cup of tea on the ceiling. And she's going to call down. Anyone else want one?
How is that staying upright? Your
skill.
You're
Are you
stuck
holding
to
it
the
upside
ceiling,
down?
but
Yeah, she's
skill.
Walk me through this. How does this work?
basically she does a stomach crunch and holds her kiss upright.
Okay, that's really cool. You got a high strength. I don't need a check. That's just real cool.
Does anyone
what
want
would
tea?
really help? If we had like one druid who could cast like locate creature.
Or, one artificer who had Zone of Truth.
Does
Alas!
would locate creature work on a changeling that's transformed?
It might, I forget.
Seriously, no one else wants a cup of tea?
No. Grounded, I don't think this is the time.
Why isn't it the time for tea?
Eao gestures at the bodies in the corner.
I'm immediately suspicious of Eao Dunwich, who has never had any kind of fucking consideration for the
I don't
dead.
care about
fix.
I don't care about the corpses. I care about the people who made the corpses who are still in the room.
So I'm just
And they'll still be
checking.
in the room after tea,
Well-
apparently.
Well, why shouldn't I have a cup of tea?
I'm just checking. Okay. Grounded, from your height, you see a scroll fall out of a book Hannah, that is the scroll 4. Let me get you a random spell.
Oh, fun.
It is... Oh, it's not that. That'd be ridiculous. Feeble Mind.
I would have no way of knowing that, I assume.
It probably says it in the top in... Oh, it would be in a difficult language. What languages does Hannah speak?
Well, I would assume they're all labeled for easy categorization.
Yeah, but it might be labeled in like Latin or, well, which is Celestial.
Oh, yeah, Hannah speaks Celestial.
Yeah,
I
all right, it says Feeble Mind.
I figured it would either be Draconic or Dwarven, given that that's what most Arcanic languages are based off of.
Yeah, but fuck that. That's a different world.
Dolphin too.
Yeah,
So that
it
happens.
says Feeble Mind.
I'm going to pick up and put it back.
Brown, did you see that?
While I'm making my tea, I'm going to try and accidentally on purpose splash a bit of hot water on Eao.
From 30 feet up.
That's a sleight of hand check if I've ever seen
Well,
one.
what I'm specifically going to do is I'm going to accidentally on purpose drop the water and shout, "Oh, heads up!" and see if Eao dives out of the way.
Okay. Ao, you hear heads up. Do you dive out the way of the boiling water?
I have to.
Okay. Roll me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, it probably takes a while to look up the dex stat.
I never use Dex, no. That is a +2, so an 18.
18. Yeah, you dive out of the way. It's not like half damage. This isn't like a spray or anything.
Son of a... Watch it!
And I'm going to work out what
Sorry.
spell you've almost ruined.
Oh, jeez.
Chain lightning. The
Ooh, that would
wizards
disappoint
look up at you like,
us.
what the hell are you doing? And one runs over with a bit of cloth and like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's just on the casing. We're okay.
It's just scrolls though, right? Like, I understand there's a lot of them here, but they're just scrolls, yes?
I will say
it's not
as
just
that one...
scrolls.
I will say as that one approaches to grab the scroll, Ao does put the sword up to that person.
Yeah.
Back from the door.
Everyone's looking at
You say-
Ao and they're like, oh.
Nobody even approaches these doors. Nobody leaves this room until we figure it out.
Gargoyle sends Molly over to pick up the scroll and put it inside of her.
The one who ran over to you, by the way, I'm going to say is white. Red looks at you with a fiery expression. And just check. Yeah, I think so.
What do you mean by they're not just scrolls?
Starts moving his hands and holds... Oh, no. So, holds a wand. Swings it. And says an incantation. And says, let it go right now.
At who?
At Ao. Let them go right now. Sorry, it was white, wasn't it? Are you immune to Charmed by any chance?
Am I immune to Charmed?
Yeah.
Only from fey creatures.
Yeah, that's in it. I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
That is a wisdom, you said?
Yeah.
That is a 12.
Okay, that fails.
With slash of genius.
That's plus what?
5.
That's still
17.
fails. That still fails.
Dang it.
Gargoyle, you recognize the spell being cast here as suggestion. Ao, you are compelled to let her go.
Ao lowers the sword.
Let them go, sorry. Okay. White, whose name, by the way, is Star Sparkle. Thank you, halfling name generator.
I will say Ao wasn't like holding them hostage or anything. It was the sword tip was just like at their neck as they approached.
Absolutely, a perfectly normal thing that anyone does at a tea party or the like. But
this isn't a tea party. This is a murder investigation.
they're not going to Eao Dunwich tea
party.
parties, so they're understandably on edge.
There is a party.
I understand
But
that
yeah.
you're not trying to threaten them, but they are being they are feeling threatened nonetheless.
Oh.
So
Oh no, that was very much a threat, but that was a polite. It was a polite threat.
it was a polite one. Yeah, we've not gotten to the real meaty threats
I like
yet.
how Nick is also trying to mess with us, like that deck stat that you're unfamiliar with.
But now, I failed the roll, so Eao lowers her sword.
Okay, so Star, they go over to that scroll, and they take a close look at it, and they go, okay, I need to take this over to the workbench and dry it off properly. Because if we smear it, we will fundamentally alter how this spell works.
Big scroll. How are you going to fundamentally change the nature of... What is this room?
Okay. To that, Yellow's going to respond. She says, you don't know? You were sent to relieve us.
I am hired muscle. What is this room?
Hang on. Bird, do you know what this room is?
This room is a reference library where the original versions of spells
Stop.
are kept.
Okay, they all draw their wands and point them at Hannah. You were sent to relieve us. That bird knows what they're here for. You don't. You're a changeling.
That's
The irony is palpable.
That's fantastic. That is spurious logic at best. I'm
maybe
hired
we
muscle
should have
here
a
to help
vote.
these three.
Can anyone corroborate that?
I
Yep.
can.
What did you just say?
Wait, Nick. I just got a question because I don't remember.
Yeah?
What was the name of the Inquisitor who really likes Hannah?
Oh, Alana.
Alana.
Alon.
Yeah. They
I-
lower their
I-
wands slowly. They're like,
I
all
can-
right.
I can corroborate that. She works with Alana with the Inquisitors, new recruit.
Does anyone here have hit
Is she
points over 100, by the way?
No.
No.
Cool.
No.
The spell that they're planning on casting, should they find one of you to
Oh,
the changing
good.
spy, will work. Right. So,
Can I?
oh yeah,
can
so
I,
Star's rushing over to the workbench though with that spell. Grounded, what are you doing?
Molly's going to
No.
open up for her, I guess.
Can I just sort of walk the ceiling and perimeter of the walls and just look to see if I can see anywhere that might have, been used as an access point to the room?
Okay, you
Like,
start walking
maybe-
around and you notice Blue is watching you. Gargle, what does Molly do? Because I know this is your new homunculus.
Molly is a Molly guard, and she covers over things or closes up and keeps them inside of her. She is like glass with kind of a brassy, goldy kind of trim,
Okay, that's cool. I like that.
with hands that are little propellers that she can fly with.
All right. Well, this is getting us nowhere. Let's move these events forward a little bit. Red. After the first vote, after your first vote, why'd you kill the second person? Why do you all vote for that second person?
First of all, I'm going to have an investigation check from Grounded, who is currently patrolling the perimeter. But then I will get to your question. I think that's a great question. I might need you to repeat it because I've got no memory, but
I'm going to use an inspiration on that, because... Frick.
fair enough.
Wait, do I have inspiration? No, I didn't because we had a long rest.
No, you don't. You almost
Yeah,
had me
in that case-
convinced. Just like a changeling spy would.
Okay, I only rolled a 5, so that is still 11.
11. Okay. You're not seeing any signs of anything. Okay,
I did notice
Eao,
Blue was looking at me.
you do notice Blue is looking at you. Eao, over to you.
Red. After Pink was killed, why'd you vote for the next person?
We have names, you know.
I don't know your names, and you're conveniently color coded.
Like a
It
dragon.
It was Rainbow Day.
Congratulations! After you all voted and killed Pink, who died next and why? Why them?
It was and then yellow steps up and said it was black.
White was. Can you corroborate this fact?
They look up from the desk and go, "What? What fact?"
Who died second?
I want to say it was black.
Okay. I turn back to yellow, who stepped up. Why? Why them?
The lights went off just like when you arrived, and we decided this time that we would all huddle together, hold hands, so that no one could leave. But one of us fell over and pulled away and disappeared. That one was black. So it had to be them.
Did they have anything on them after they died?
No, but I think at the time we thought we'd caught them before they did anything.
And where were they after they broke away?
They were heading east.
Do you have anything more specific? Were they near a specific bookcase when you found them?
It's yellow. Yeah. She points at a tall, old, ornate one carved with like pictures of birds on it. And if it's quite a distance from you, you won't be able to see what scrolls are on there unless you leave the door.
What type of spells are specifically on that one?
It's one of the chapters of druid spells.
Druids are a bunch of weirdos.
As a note, by the way, any spells destroyed in here will be destroyed from all Nordmark character sheets as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow!
Just thought I'd let you all know.
Y'all playing hardball with your campaign setting here, Nick.
I do not play softball with this campaign setting.
Suddenly, chat is massively invested as some of the players inside Nordmark go, "Wait, what? Don't we take the level spells first?"
Oh, it's my next.
Straight for what's the one the Warlock? Eldritch Blast. Straight for Eldritch Blast.
Warlock spells.
I personally think you should just get rid of Magic Stone just right now.
Magic Missile. Get rid of Magic Missile.
Well, that's what one of them was trying. Well, so they thought. Who had Magic Missile? Star had Magic Missile, so that would be white.
All right.
Who were they? Black.
Black was head of this facility.
So your boss.
Yeah. It was their idea that we stay here, but we thought they'd been replaced.
Oh god, and of course
Right.
you were locked down in this room and couldn't leave because Warden locked all the doors. So you couldn't just all leave and agree to all leave.
And we locked it down. Could come in if.
I suppose that leads us to number 3.
As you say that,
who died.
As you say that, the room is plunged in darkness. Just before this happens, grounded from your height, can you give me a perception check, please?
Okay. Can I have Hewie, Dewey, Louie, and Higgs scatter?
Yeah, okay. It's fine. You hear cheeping and like loads of them vanish. Or loads of them, all 4 of them go into different directions.
And they fly?
No. But they can sort of glide. Yeah, they're not at flying stage, but they can like slow their fall. So they'll be
one of
fine.
them could fly, but
Yeah,
that's a dirty 20, by the way.
A dirty 20. Oh, that's enough. Ooh, excellent. So you just before this happens, it's kind of almost like retroactively hitting your mind. Like you've been just on the lookout constantly, and it's only become important the moment the darkness hits. There was a small gust of wind, not like weather wind, but like there was a small disturbance in the dust away from the center of the library, not near anyone you could see.
Okay, I'm getting the whole equation thing now.
Yeah. What's your suspicion right now? I'm curious. What's? I mean, you don't have to say if you're worried about someone catching on, but.
Well, out of character. So if someone is a changeling spy, they can't use it because that'd be cheating. I'm going to say spire's actually invisible right now. They're not disguised as anyone, or at least one of them is.
It's a great suspicion.
Because someone knocked a scroll down next to Hannah. And what would be the best way to cast suspicion on someone? If they were seen picking up a scroll.
That is a great theory. I love it.
Or they're trying to get the scroll closer
I'm not
so that
saying
Hannah could
either
use.
way,
No, Hannah put
sorry.
back.
But it's a great theory. I love it.
As the room goes dark, I will yell out to Hannah, if anyone approaches, swing.
Okay. I
I'm
want
responding.
perception checks from Eao and Hannah, please, as you're listening out.
That is
Do you
a
want us to-
12.
Do you want us to DM you the answer, or do you want us to announce it?
No, announce it. It's fine.
16.
That's 12. That wasn't
16.
actually very good.
Eao, you hear it, but they're right on you when you hear it. The footsteps. They're moving pretty quick. What do you do? They are within 5 feet by the time you hear the footsteps. Because of
What I am going to do is I hear them, yes,
yeah, you hear them.
but when they're on top of me,
Yeah.
I am going to are they going to attack me at all?
I mean, you can wait and find out. By on top of you, I mean they're within 5 feet of you, not literally like lunging at you, but they're right there by the time you hear them.
Yeah, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait to see what they do. What's their move?
Okay. You hear rustling in the shelves. In the bookshelves near.
An Aaracokra in here?
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a trick. I realize this may be at disadvantage because it's in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to bonus action switcheroo.
Okay.
When they are done shuffling in the bookshelf, I'm going to attempt to switch the scroll they're holding with another scroll I have in my bag, which is something you said was always useless, a scroll of ceremony.
Okay. Roll
Finally,
it,
a use
please.
for that scroll ceremony.
With disadvantage.
Yeah. And it is against their wisdom perception check.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, roll it.
That is so sad. I just lost a nat 20. And that is a... Sorry, I need to know what I'm rolling. A sleight of hand. So that is a total of 14 plus 9. That is 23.
Okay, you swap them. But they hit... no, they don't even hear you, I think, with a 23.
Yeah, no, on a success, they are unaware that the switch happened.
Let's see, is anything happening near the others? You're all okay at the moment. And the lights come back on again.
And of course, the scroll in question is where my old ceremony scroll used to be within my hat.
Yeah.
How often does the lights go out like that?
It's not the lights going out. Light is being removed entirely from the room.
Yeah, yes, we know how the darkness spell works. How often?
The first time it happened was when you arrived. Previously it was fog cloud. One time, walls of stone. And yeah, all 5 wizards are in the center.
A question.
Hmm?
How long's the invisible guy been here?
The... What?
Like, there's something stirring up the shelves and moving up dust. That's usually an invisible person or like a ghost or something.
We never considered that they could be... Oh no.
What, you never considered that a invisible person hid their way in here throughout the past 3 days and has been picking you off one by one?
I mean, to be fair, they've been picking off themselves.
That too.
Okay.
Pushing you while the lights go out to draw suspicion on each other so that one person falls over.
I would like a wisdom saving throw from Eao, Hannah, Gargoyle, and Grounded, please. the one of you who has got a special DM message may refer to that as how to respond based on that. But yeah, I'd like a wisdom saving throw from all of you, please.
I'm gonna flash a P to make it 14.
I've got a 17.
17 passes.
My wisdom is +1. That's an 18.
18 passes.
Oh, wait. That's 14, and then what's my actual wisdom modifier? At 15.
Passes.
27.
Passes. Now, at the same time, Blue is looking and says, "You were working on the scroll."
Which scroll?
What?
Yeah, one I poured water over. Sorry about that, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
Neither of you know about the scroll?
No, Nick,
One's
that
out.
was Nick. That was a mistake on my end. I forgot that White was the one doing the thing.
No, that's fair.
That's a player thing.
That's fair.
And my Among Us goggles now.
White says, "Yeah, I finished working on the scroll. I put it back."
Gargoyle's going to don his arcane armor. And then he's going to...
2 wands pointing at you now. 1 wand pointing at White.
Only I could do this.
Yes, but you've still just taken weapons out in the middle of a tense situation.
He looks at his thunder gauntlets and he's like,
Okay. I've proven that only I can do it.
and then he doffs the armor and he walks over to the wizards and he starts inspecting their shoes.
Roll me investigation, but also tell me what you're looking for.
Oh, it's...
He's looking for a game. The game is afoot.
Yeah, he's going to take out his all-purpose tool, a tool, not a weapon. Going to make it look like a magnifying glass. And then he's going to get really close to each of their shoes individually. What type of shoes are they all wearing, by the way?
Bugs.
Like proper, like pointy wizard's
Rocks.
boots with curly toes, you know?
Are there any differences between them?
Yeah, they're different sizes for one. Let's say, all right, Blue is wearing brown leather that has been dotted. Red is wearing brown leather with floral pattern. Yellow is wearing black leather, plain. Green is wearing black leather with runic inscription, and white.
White is wearing nothing because they're a halfling.
White is barefoot because barefoot is legal.
It's barefoot as a halfling. Yes.
Okay, well, but Gargoyle is going to make comments as he gets real close with the all-purpose magnifying glass about their shoes. Just like, brown leather, floral, brown leather dotted, black leather plain. And while we're at it, that investigation check was an unnatural 20.
An unnatural 20. Okay.
I don't know what I'm looking for, so I have no idea what you're going to give me, but
Well, I'm giving you nothing unless you give me a hypothesis, because I don't know where you're going with this either.
Presumably, you're trying to find out where they have gone.
Oh, wait. Nick did say there was dust all over the place, so...
There is dust all over
is
the place.
grounded by me?
No,
No, I'm on the ceiling.
never.
Yeah.
Never the case. The ground is on the ground.
Yeah, Gargoyle is going to go back to the center of the room and look like he's thinking.
Okay. I will say with your investigation, you determine that Star has a fungal toenail infection, and Yellow's boots are the most worn of all of them. Blues are caked in dust.
Indeed. Interesting.
Anyway,
Okay,
the one's
I have an
still being
idea.
pointed at White, who's in the middle, and they're like, "How did you get back so quickly?" in the dark. I was just quick. Red says, I don't believe you. Vote.
Oh, for fuck's
Wait.
sake.
Red
Before you
says
vote, I've got an
white.
idea.
Blue says white. Yellow says white. Green says white.
Gargoyle says listen to Grounded of Wark's idea.
They draw a wand. Power word kill. Oh, rip to white.
You know, now it's morally correct for us to just kill every single one of them.
It's true.
Gargoyle, I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. The amount of Flash of Genius is, that's 17.
Okay. You get the idea. I don't know why I made this a saving throw instead of a check. You get the idea. It hits you. How long before they turn the ones on you? They've already turned the ones on Eao once, and on Hannah once. How long before they turn the ones on you?
Yeah, that's a good question.
We were able to see it was power word kill, yes?
You can make an Arcana check to identify it.
Hey, I'm
You
good
saw-
at those.
You saw a flash of light. I don't think there's a flash of light. I think it's words written in like Ignan, I think it is. And
Yeah, I'm not
well,
sure.
not written. Actually, you know what? Yeah. How a word is written in my world. They trace it like with sparklers and you're dead.
See here, that is a +9 to Arcana, so that is a 19.
19. That's just exactly what you need to identify a 9th level spell. Yes, it is power word kill.
What do I know about power word kill?
Kills people. It's pretty rare. It's extremely, extremely deadly. If you're extremely strong, you can shrug it off. The strongest people have shrugged it off. But most people don't.
Let's to say if you have at least 100 maximum hit points.
Yeah, Grounded doesn't know that, and I don't think Eao knows that much with a 19. Like,
Yeah.
you barely passed the check to identify the spell.
But Grounded wasn't
hit
asked
point.
if she had 100 hit points total. Either was she.
I did ask if any of you had 100 hit points or less.
He did.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, that's why I said it in the first place.
Oh, yeah.
Does white change?
Does white change? No.
Heyo, I'm not feeling comfortable standing by the door right now.
Does anyone want to hear my idea?
Blue looks at Red and says, that was your idea.
I'm walking
Red
towards
says,
the
no,
group.
no, don't turn this on me. We had enough. We all voted. There was enough evidence. Blue draws
I'm
a
walking
wand.
towards the group, Nick.
Yep, you're walking towards the group. Absolutely. They're going to see you approach, and then I think yellow and green are going to point a wand at you each. Blue is still pointing a wand at red. Granted, you have an idea, but these people are not going to stop unless you act, basically. At this
Okay,
stage.
so basically I'm going to pull a bottle from my sort of alchemical doobly Watson.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it has a technical name that Grounded can remember half the time.
Satchel, maybe?
Yes, a satchel. I keep things in a satchel, like an alchemist would, as well.
Yeah. It makes sense. A little haversack, maybe?
For the purpose of full disclosure, this is actually saline.
Okay.
I'm going to say, what? I have an idea. Drink this.
Okay. Hannah, you're approaching because they're about to cast some bad things.
That better be a wand of give me 300 gold pieces worth of diamonds so I can cast Revivify.
He makes a
no,
compelling point.
it's not a wand of any kind of magic. We're just casting the spell.
Well, do you have a diamond she can use?
We used those days ago.
Hannah. And Eao tosses Hannah my only diamond. Here's our last lifeline.
Oh,
Here's
Is it
our
worth 300
last
pieces?
lifeline, everybody.
is it worth 300 gold pieces?
Yes.
Snap, Revivify.
Okay, you revive white. I'll undo my deletion of that line. Star gasps back to life and goes, ah.
I will say, even though you guys don't know it, that is inconvenient for me. but on a moral level, I'm happy you did that.
And I'm turning my back on everyone, walking back to the door and standing there.
Okay, as you approach the door, you see the latch.
Okay, invisible person, it's getting ridiculous. Just show yourself. Whatever the freak you're doing, it's annoying me.
And
Stop
I should
it.
add, click shut.
Did anyone see it open at all?
No one saw that.
No, but if someone cast minor illusion in front of the door, it'd be fairly, very, very quick. Easy just to make the illusion of a closed door.
Red
I
looks
say
at
as a
blue.
player, not as a character who is anywhere near trained on Arcana.
Red looks at blue and says, "Okay, I was wrong. And then turns to white. I'm sorry, Star.
Okay then. No more hasty murder votes, please. That was literally our last lifeline there.
Blue's still got a 1.
I mean, that's fair.
You told us to vote. You pointed out that Star hadn't come back.
Where's grounded currently?
Ceiling.
I mean, where
you
on the
have
ceiling?
Towards the east a little bit, but not too far away, I think. I might be wrong on the cardinal direction, but just a little off from the center.
Grounded. When we escaped prison back when we were in Karaki, what did you say to me when we got out?
Okay, in character, Grounded definitely remembers this. I've kind of forgotten.
Out of character, I was never in prison with you.
Oh yeah, Grounded definitely remembers that. Because, you knocked out the guard and everything.
Is that what you say? Is that what you say?
You're never in prison with me. Like, hey, I never actually told you about all the ghosts I met there. It was cool.
Okay.
Eao,
Yes.
how did Grounded of Wark learn what my true name was?
Does Eao actually know this information?
You would
Yeah.
have seen the files that Grounded brought back in from the Cantler security team, but you don't have to say that it's from the Cantler security team, or else that sounds mega fucking suspicious.
It does a bit. We're looking for spies. Who could it possibly be? Meanwhile, Eao, oh yeah, those files we stole from Cantlaw.
Read it on a personal file, I think, would be good enough.
It was on our personnel files from the Inquisition.
Gargoyle knows that you're enough of a liar to accept that.
Grounded and Eao can I have a wisdom saving throw, please.
I hate these wisdom saving throws.
I love them. They're great.
This really
Oh,
is the
no.
Keith session as well.
You know what's really, really
That's
annoying?
a 6.
That's a 6.
You know what's really annoying?
Go on.
I was just about to get a 20, but then it just took back over and rolled an 8, so that's a 9.
That's a
Sounds like
6.
something Nick would prime you to say.
Nick would want me to speak German.
What was the number? Sorry, Brie?
9.
Nick
No.
would want you to say, "Oh, the dice was just about to land on something, and it landed on something else."
I've DM'd you both some information.
Okay. Anyway, like I said,
Question.
Eao, I need you to drink this.
I'm not putting anything inside my body.
Why not? What, do you think I'm going to poison you?
You make a good point. And Eao drinks whatever Grounded handed to her.
It's funny
Okay.
because poisons don't work on Eao.
Ingested poisons don't.
Okay, I'll be honest, that was a bluff. I just gave you saline. I was kind of hoping you'd refuse to drink it.
So nothing happens.
Aside from that, you just drank salt water.
It's disgusting, but yeah, you're otherwise fine.
Bird.
Good test.
Mine is buffered isotonic solution.
Bird. What's your
Yes.
name?
Which one?
What is the name we know you by? As far as I can tell, as soon as we entered this room, since we entered this room, no one's actually said your name. Neither. So again, what is your name?
People around here call me Gargoyle, and that generally suffices.
Yellow says, Blue, put the wand away. What if it's one of them? And they're now looking at the 4 of you.
We just got here.
Doesn't matter. Lights went out. It could be any one of us.
Green
Even
says, ingratiating yourself by reviving someone who died. It's a good trick. Especially if you knew you could just kill him. What's 300 gold pieces compared to any one of these scrolls?
What's 3 dead bodies compared to your investigation skills?
Green draws a 1, points it at you, Gargoyle.
Be nice, Gargo. They're on edge.
Gargoyle holds his tongue.
Wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, they just keep getting worse. That is 7.
You are receiving it.
As it is right now, until the next event happens, whether it be fog or darkness or whatever it is, the only person we know for a fact it cannot be is White.
For now.
Wait, but what if White didn't actually die? Wait, no, because then,
That'd require 3 conspirators, what you're thinking.
yeah.
I may as well say entirely what I'm thinking and what you're jumping to conclusions for there. You're wondering if there was a fake spell and a fake revivify and a well-trained halfling actor, but that would require 3 people.
Well trained out.
Potentially there could be 3 changelings in the room, but that's now a stretch.
I very, very specifically did not say that there were an exact number of changelings. I merely said that there was one among the researchers and one among you.
One among us.
Yes, one among
Well-trained
us.
actor.
One Amogus.
And
It's a shame that there are no books in
grounded
this
seen
room.
an invisible figure as well. So
It's a shame that there aren't
Well-trained
actually any books in this room because this, like, the name could have been among books.
Okay, then.
Wait.
This nonsense is getting us nowhere. So let's move on to the next set of events. The third person who died. Why?
So you killed
Okay.
Pink, you killed Black.
Pink and black.
Pink and black
Okay.
in that order. The last person. Why?
Orange. They attacked us. They lunged at White.
What led up to this?
It wasn't even a vote. They were convinced White had done it. And we did a vote and as to whether White had done it because we were tired of trying to pick someone every time. They were convinced though, and even though we weren't, they took matters into their own hands. We thought maybe they were getting desperate, maybe they were the spy. We were wrong.
By the way, Eao, Molly is going to trot along over to you, hold up a hand, and then do like a little grab, like, hold my hand, please. You can do that with a sword in your other hand.
I'll cautiously do it.
Okay.
What happens?
Oh, nothing. You're holding its hand.
Molly is a storage container, yes?
Yes.
Is there any way to see what Molly's currently holding?
Molly's made of glass. Molly isn't holding anything right now.
Grounder, can I have a perception check?
12.
So you don't see the footsteps
I'm getting tired
in
of
the
this.
dust as the lights go.
The darkness drops. Who's dead?
Someone is dead, actually. This
Wait.
time someone is dead.
Wait.
All right.
Wait.
If any of the researchers who were wearing shoes moved and took any footsteps, we will hear a gargoyle's voice describing that type of shoe.
That is brilliant.
So you've been using your magical tinkering, yeah?
Yes.
Right. Well, let me just see if you can, because there's limits to magical tinkering. That's fine. Yeah. 10 touch a tiny non-magical object. Yeah. Okay. Maximum number of objects you can affect with this feature at one time is
5.
equal to your intent. Oh, that's enough. Oh,
That is-
And we
genius.
know that White isn't, even though she's barefoot, which would have been inconvenient, but didn't turn into a changeling when she died.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they died.
Okay, so you didn't hear that. And Blue is dead.
Is Eao still holding onto Molly's hand.
Yep.
All right.
So the footsteps I heard, but failed the perception check for. Is there anything I need to worry about here, or did I just miss that Blue was? Did I just miss Blue getting murdered?
You missed Blue getting murdered.
Okay.
But if I were you, I'd feel very worried right now.
Who is this we?
So we did. So no noise, no walking noises were made when the darkness went down or was up, right?
No sounds from the special shoes.
Well, that's going to be surprised if they try to walk.
Okay.
One of them steps back and they hear Gargoyle shout "shoo" or whatever Gargoyle had them say.
It's like the short description of their shoes so that we could know specifically which one.
In this case, Red steps backwards, and so you hear brown leather floral pattern.
Okay.
And they're looking at their shoes. Sorry, Grounded, go for you.
Yep, I'm gonna turn to the wizard and say, okay. Work with me, I'm going to draw a weapon. Do not take it as a threat or anything. Like, you're waving those wands around. Can we at least have that? Is that okay with you?
Green points a wand at you and says, okay, but if you do any sudden movements...
Okay,
Green.
now look.
Take a step forward.
Green steps forward.
Do I hear?
Black leather runic inscription.
Does that match?
Well, yeah, they wouldn't be switching the shoes with each other. That would be really weird.
No. I just want to be sure.
It does match. It does match with the previous description.
So who's
Meanwhile,
still
someone
alive?
has died again. Sorry, someone has just died again, and I want to go to see if I can try and revive them through conventional manners, because I don't know what's killed them.
Blue died, and their shoes were dusty brown leather dotted.
What has killed them? And I'm going over to try and find that out because, precious little time to try and revive someone who's just, kicked it.
Okay.
Gargoyle's going to look at the door. Well,
Can I assist?
Healer's kit, please.
Yep, so roll me a medicine check with advantage because you have assistance from Grounded.
Yellow, take a step
Cool.
forward.
Yellow steps forward. Black leather, plain.
this is starting to sound like some kind of judge show in the UK. Just like contestant 3,
Total.
take a step forward.
20
What was
total,
the-
Nick.
20 total. Okay, this was poison. Actually,
And
I
they're,
don't think
and they're dead, not
poison
dying,
damage
yes.
would be... Hang on, it might be something slightly different, which will give you a better idea.
Grounded.
This was psychic damage. Interesting.
Hit,
By the way,
hit
Nick, I
the,
sent you a DM.
hit the
And
bottom of
they're
the
dead, not
shoe of the
dying,
corpse.
yes.
They are dead, not dying, yes.
Hit the bottom of the shoe of the corpse.
Dum.
So it's as if the corpse took a step.
Yeah, I got that. Again. Dung.
Anything, Nick? My line of inquiry, so that the DM knows what I'm getting at now. Do the changeling shoes actually count as shoes?
Well, their
Are
feet,
they actually?
they're barefoot.
Oh, yes. Blue was the barefoot one.
Oh,
Wait,
no,
what?
sorry.
White was the
White was
barefoot one.
the White's barefoot.
Oh.
That's sorry. I had a different page open.
Okay.
If you tap
like-
them, yeah, it says brown leather dotted. I think that probably would trigger. I was double checking if that would trigger the magical tinkering because you tend to be a specific trigger. But I think that would trigger it.
Yeah, because my line of reasoning is I'm not sure if changelings wear clothes. Because they could just transform to look like they're wearing clothes, I believe.
Like Mystique.
So would the magical tinkering work on what's not technically shoes?
Is Hannah naked all the time? Is the question.
Well, she wears the armor. We know Hannah's not naked.
Also making sure that all the footsteps actually match the thing in case they changed.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, Ground is going to do what she said and pull her sword out and light it because she thinks there's invisible spies about.
And also, Ayo, are you announcing that theory?
No, I'm letting Nick know what it is.
I appreciate that. Grounded, you ignite your sword, and Green is looking very worried at you with that wand. Like, what's the plan?
Plan is, there's an invisible thing around, and if it gets near me, I'm going to stab it. It's a very simple plan, but I think it's quite an effective one. Look, if you're bothered, you can just stay out of the sword range. Like, your friend there did not die by a sword. I think a sword's the least of our worries here.
Wait, give me a moment. Sorry, continue, Grounded. I didn't mean to interrupt you or anything.
Yeah, it's fine.
Green looks at you, Grounded, and says, "That's a good."
No, it's more of a slicing weapon, actually.
By the way,
No, hold on a sec. Green's not finished. That satchel you've got there.
Oh yeah, it's where I'm gonna keep my alchemical gear.
Yeah, all those chemicals and poisons, right?
No, I'm an alchemist, not a poisoner.
It's hilarious because I'm actually the poisoner, but Eao doesn't say that.
No. Okay.
Okay.
So,
How loud does a verbal component have to be for a spell, Nick?
Loud shouting.
Even
also,
for the
what
witch
makes you
spell?
say it was-
All spells. Grounded. What was that?
Also, what makes you say it was poison? Makes you suspicious of poison?
Green gasps. Blue and red turn on him. Draw their
Wait,
wands.
wait. There's no need for...
While Grounded is shouting, Eao says as quietly as she can get away with, "I wish. I am wishing for the heliotrope liquid that I have in my bag to be aerosolized and fill the room."
that's a very weird thing to. Can you even make a wish right now? Actually, are you still exhausted from last time?
Oh, we're going weird now. Let me check some things.
I mean, she had a long rest.
Yes, a few days, that wasn't it for wish.
What level is the spell True Sight?
9.
Okay,
Or
so you
8.
can't replicate it. But well, if it's 8, you could replicate it with Wish, which
Okay,
cannot have adverse effects.
You can cast it again. By the way, your strength score is still free.
6,
Just
sorry.
so you know.
Oh, it is. Yeah, no, don't worry. Eao doesn't do
Six
anything.
Okay, so first of all, let's roll
Eric's on
2d4
the
for
back
how
hand, had
long
it.
your strength score is now going to be set to free for. Oh, that's
And this
5
is-
days.
And this is very much my sword's wish.
Okay, you're casting it from the sword, not the ring.
Felicitas.
All right, this
Yes.
is Felicitas. Does Felicitas think this is funny? Or does Felicitas want to make this funny? This is slightly mischievous. So, the heliotrope liquid... What would the heliotrope liquid even do in this situation?
Exactly what you said it's done in the past. It'll reveal all invisible objects or creatures.
I believe last time it revealed things that were shifted out of phase. They weren't invisible. They were not in the same dimension as you briefly. That hence the double slit corridor.
The Archlich did mention invisible.
Oh well, if it mentioned invisible, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
That's exactly why I'm doing this, because the Archlich very specifically said invisible.
This is good. I like this. I like this. Okay, I think I'm going to
Also-
allow this to happen. I think that's great.
Also,
The witch
Eao is now
gonna go on.
taking advice from an Archlich.
They're wise.
Oh.
Well, smart.
Wait,
One other
Archlich?
question. Can you go
Uh-huh.
through your inventory for me, please, and identify any other poisons or potions you have?
Any other poisons or potions?
Yeah.
Oh, this is not going to be great.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Because Felicitas thinks it could be funnier.
I have 5 potions of healing, 2 potions of greater healing, 3 potions of superior healing, 1 bottle of purple worm poison, 3 bottles of wyvern poison, and 3 bottles of potent poison.
You have no other potions.
Give me a moment. I am reading through. I have the vial of heliotrope liquid. And no, I don't have any other potions.
Okay. So note that an inhaled poison is different to an ingested one.
Yeah.
Because the heliotrope liquid is vaporized. as is the purple worm poison.
Oh no.
Fuck you
Everyone in the
doing?
room, I am going to need a DC 19 Constitution saving throw. You hear this
Not
cackling in your head from the sword as well. Felicitas loves this.
Is it too late to say when I saw Blue dead, I shocks and sort of the whole Life is Strange hold my hand out thing, got a trinket in there.
Oh, you can have a trinket, absolutely.
Good, I get advantage on this.
Right.
DC 19 what throw? Constitution?
Constitution, yeah.
I hit that exactly.
I got a nat 1, so that's a 7 at best.
I think I believe.
Yeah. So the trinket you get grounded is an old chess piece made from glass. I'm going to, so I'm going to need those saving throws. I'll start with Eao.
19.
Yours was 19. That's exactly what you need. Then Gargoyle.
7, but it was a nat 1.
Okay. Then Hannah.
9.
Okay. And then
Me
grounded.
and Gargoyle had the same Constitution bonus.
16. I have
16.
no Constitution bonus, so I was kind of hoping this advantage will give me a natural 20.
3 failures, 1 success. This is funny. I need to roll it for the other wizards. This is very, very funny. Okay.
After all this, we're dead.
Blue's dead anyway, that's fine. Red's just rolled a natural 19, so red's up. Yellow's rolled a 7. Another 19 for green, and a 9 for white. Okay, so those of you who failed take 44 points of poison damage.
I feel
points
like
for those who've passed.
I feel like this is unnecessarily punishing.
Felicitas is literally. You know how you and I have very different ideas of the Fae? Felicitas is very much my idea of the Fae. Very unseelie, Felicitas.
Wait, did you say 42?
44, I think. 44, yeah.
The good news is...
Yeah, blue's dead.
Already dead.
Red passes, yellow failed, green passes, white failed. So those two hit the deck as well.
And the player
yellow
party
and white.
deaths.
Anyone died?
No.
Yeah, thanks to my level up, I'm literally just up.
Oh, wow. Is everyone up, or are you all...
Yeah, I'm up.
I'm up.
You're all just feeling real rough. Not bad. Proud of you all. Proud of you all.
Below half hit points, but yeah, everyone's slightly below half hit points at this juncture now.
And the last thing that happens, though, because this, you know, this isn't the main thing. The last thing that happens, I just need to get a thing ready. Does this actually kill him? Hold on a second.
Did you kill Hannah's parents?
Damage, immunity, poison, so they're not affected. Yeah, but it removes the invisibility though.
Wait, question.
Mm-hmm.
Because this isn't, actual combat, are they outright killed or are they not on death saving throws?
Outright killed.
That's unfortunate.
But in this cloud of toxins, you see. Congratulations, by the way, on casting Cloud Kill as a rogue. You see this ghostly figure made of dark wraps of cloth appear in the air 20 feet above the center of the room.
Can I Arcana check to see if I know what it is?
Go for it.
That's 19.
Yeah. Is this Arcana? Yeah, Arcana's good. Anyone who wants to make a religion check can also make that. I think Arcana or religion, whatever you're feeling.
That implies I have any monster knowledge whatsoever. I can try though. Ha, no.
This is a paranoia. They are aptly named. They are spirits that feed off of misery, and they gradually grow and sap the misery out of the air of people, and they cause people to fight against each other and feed off of that energy. Congratulations, Ao. There never was an imposter. But I'm going to need you all to roll initiative because it's going to fight you now.
Oh, that's good. I'm only on 14 hit points. That's 13.
Yeah.
As
13 as well.
Bring you all
16.
into the reference library. South door.
How many do you have, Ao?
North door.
How many points? We take half damage. We take half damage on the success. Yes, you said.
Yeah, half damage on success. Gargoyle. And let me put a couple of two living wizards down.
And we took 44 damage total.
That's 22.
So 22 half.
I have 43 hit points left.
Oh, excellent. If we survive this relatively unscaled, Gargoyle is going to slap you.
This is green.
The real question is, I have a question, Nick.
Hmm.
How many of them are aware that this was me?
Everyone.
I think they're aware because it's going to have come as a cloud from your hat. So it was red and green, wasn't it, that survived? So this is red.
I think Ground is going to turn to Ao and say, that was a very clever trick.
That was not my intention.
Does your hat let you fly?
I wish.
You.
So, Nick, does that thing still apply?
No longer. Any of you who have received messages saying you are magically compelled to believe it is X, it is no longer the case because you can now
I
see
was
the cause
compelled
of
to
your
believe it was
paranoia.
Ao, which is why Molly's holding your hand.
People were magically
see.
compelled by
Ao.
the paranoia. That's what was causing the wisdom saving throws.
see. I
Hannah
was
was
magically-
immune, amusingly.
Yeah.
I was
Ground
magically
apologized.
compelled to think it was Gargoyle.
Ah.
I'll be honest, I was
vile.
testing Ao before because that's what the boiling water was about. I wanted to see if she realised I wanted to see if a changeling disguised as Ao would think she was a human, therefore not fire resistant. Because Grant
All
doesn't actually have that great
because-
plans.
All because Nick thought I have Zone of Truth.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
if you didn't have it, I didn't even know if you'd have it prepped.
I have Zone of Truth.
Well, you didn't use it.
No, I didn't. Why would I use it?
Yeah,
When a
that is good
murder
point.
investigation?
You're
So-
looking for changelings. Why would I even ever try and subject myself to a potential when you say the words, "Are you a changeling?" to me?
You don't have to be in your own zone of truth.
Have you seen the size of the room? I probably would have to be in my own zone of truth.
So initiative, I need to add 2 wizards.
Where do we add our initiative in the new and improved Owlbear Rodeo? Available now.
Top left, there should be a little sword that says initiative tracker. And
Yay.
you can
Paid
click
for
that and
this.
pop it open, and you can edit the number yourself.
Gargoyle, what's your dex modifier?
My dex modifier is 2.
Okay, I'll set mine as 13.1, so I'm just ahead of you then.
How do I edit mine?
You can just
click
edit
on
the number next to it in the initiative order, in the initiative tracker. Okay.
Oh, this thing won initiative quite quick.
It's done well, actually. It's got pretty decent decks. Not as decent as some of you. It's just also rolled very well. But yeah, let's go to the first round. It's the Paranoia's go. The Paranoia is... Ooh, what are you gonna do? Ooh, what are you gonna do? Yes, you've got a recharge ability. You're gonna use that first. Oh my god. Nah, not yet, but soon. Yeah, we're gonna use the Howling Babble. So each creature within 30 feet of the Alep, which I believe is all of you, let's just find a way. And by Alep, that's the stat block I based this off of. if anyone wants to ever look that up later. That's all of you, actually. I've got a little measury thing that tells me.
Everyone's in favour.
You don't need to use the rulers anymore. There should be a little ruler in the top left that will show you measurements, which is great.
Except potentially Grounded, who's 30 foot up and 30 foot across.
30 feet away from the parent eye.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is Glarus. Say.
Hang on, I need to alternate diagonals. This is also 20 feet up, so I need to put that in as well. Okay. Actually, that means...
I might not be then.
Yeah, Hannah is not, Eao is not. So, Grounded, Red, and Green, and Gargoyle, you're all going to need to make wisdom saving throws, please. So I'll do one for
Sorry, I
Green
made
and
you hit you and not me there.
Also, because there was a roll we forgot to make, 63 on the percentiles.
Oh, for Felicitas.
For Wish.
Oh, for Wish.
Every time you
for
cast...
your chance to not be able to cast it again, yeah.
Yeah, 63.
That's
a failure. So
10.
Green. That's a pass for Red. 10 is a failure. Grounded, what was yours? Natural 20, very nice.
My best friend.
Okay. You take 6 points of psychic damage if you've passed. If you failed, you take 12 and you are stunned.
Wonderful.
You know what's really funny? That's exactly why I needed to be knocked down after taking the previous damage.
Oh no.
Bonk.
So wait, red passed. I don't need to put the ring on Red. So yeah. Stunned, which means you can't take any actions on your next turn, and creatures have advantage against you. Okay. Over to Eao.
Yeah.
Get me not dead. Also help me.
Put that life back where it came from. Also help me.
My ghost is going to...
You see, my choices here, it sounds like, is I get haunted by a ghost, or I get dropped off a building by a grounded.
One of them has killed a low marshal before.
Reminder, revenants can still drop you from whatever height they so choose.
That is true.
And they're relentless.
What's it going to be, Eao?
I'm going over my...
Also, do I take any death saves from the falling damage, or...?
Yeah, one save failure. But you can have inspiration for being a goody two-shoes.
Yay. Now, if only I could go back and use it on that previous
on the plus side, you can use it on death saves. So.
Oh, good.
Well, I have inspiration for being a goody five shoes.
That's 10 shoes.
Wow.
No, I can have a five.
Okay, so what I think I'm going to do, because I have to now, because someone had to be a goody two-shoes to the DM, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Oh, we can see people drag in this edition. That's nice.
It's good. Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to get you up this turn anyway. No, wait, I would. Bonus action dash, damn it. 5, 10, 15. Or no, that's 5, 10. I'm going to use my action to get grounded up using a potion of superior healing.
Okay. How much is a potion of superior healing? I think it's quite a lot, isn't it? It's like, hang on. Superior is 8d4 plus 8 hit points.
Yep.
You're always my favorite politician.
Wow, you like exactly one
poisoned.
politician?
No, she's her favorite. She didn't say she liked her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so you hate with ground with
that's 30. That's 36 hit points. You're up
36 hit points. You're back in the game, and quite well back in the game actually. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's almost all that damage.
Than me.
Yeah. Very good.
80.
We go to red, I think, because I think that's all your...
84 plus 8 is a lot of health.
Yeah, that's true.
Please tell me this thing has less than 100 hit points.
So they can cast power kill on it.
I refuse to
Undead immune
answer.
to that.
There's a
Really?
reason why I've chosen.
You monster!
So they're going to use... Red's going to have to use the first action to put mage armor on. Red puts mage armor on. And takes cover. Otherwise, they're going to be dead next turn. Okay, we go to grounded. Grounded, you're back up. Actually, you're flat. There's a condition, but you're prone. That's the one. You're not flanked. You're prone. You're flattened.
Flattened is the better name for it.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Unfortunately,
Okay, so
you
no-
landed on these curly stairs. Your spine is never going to be the same again.
oh, granted, spine is a complete and utter mess already.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah,
Like, she spent her entire childhood falling.
it's true.
Seriously, I'm going
I'm
to be able to
assuming
pull
that-
out these new horns when I make them.
I'm assuming that Hewie, Dewey, Louie, and Higgs were all in positions
They all
where they didn't have to
scattered
breathe
anyway.
for a hot minute.
Yeah,
They
I
They
scattered
are
them
just
earlier.
immune to any effect that would damage them.
There's not killing children in the Guild of Icons unless it's a episode
Guild of
that
Icons.
Pixel's running.
What do you mean, Pixel? I have almost died so many times because of Iris.
Yeah, they're just on the bookshelves cheering everyone on.
Oh,
So it's
I
not
like
usually in regular Guild of Icons, it's in Guild of Icons Adventures. This is a first.
Okay, so first of all, I'm going to use half my movement to stand back up.
Mhm.
And okay, so I can't steady aim. There's no one flanking the paranoia, so I don't get sneak attack. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand up on the stairs, and I'm just going to try and hide myself under here.
Okay, taking cover. That's great. That sounds good.
And I'm actually going to try and make a hide check, use my bonus action.
Okay, yeah. So bonus action hide. Check the passive perception. It's not bad.
It's not bad, but is it 27 good?
No. No, you're hidden. You're fine. No one else can see you either. You're good. Gargoyle, over to you. You were stunned. You are no longer stunned. Hannah.
Excuse me. Molly gets to move.
That's true, actually. Molly does get to move. Do you have to give Molly commands or anything? Or
If I'm incapacitated, Molly's able to take her own actions.
that's fine. Yeah. Yeah.
And Molly's going to move 5, 10. I'm assuming that's 30 feet within range of the paranoia.
Yep, that'll be fine. I can double check.
Right.
Yeah, exactly 30 feet.
Molly's going to aim both of her propeller hands towards it and then start revving them up. And that is a 20 to hit with Force Strike.
That'll hit. That'll hit, yeah.
All right.
Damage.
That is 7 damage.
What type?
Force damage.
I should have known from the name, really. Yep, that's fine. It reels back as this like dart of force smacks it. But yeah, it definitely appears to be doing some damage, which is good. Because, the undead are often a bit finicky about that. Okay, over to Hannah.
So, I have a new set of things to play about with. However, one of them is in Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, and that's a book I don't own.
If you give me the name, I can find you the rules.
Green Flame Blade.
Oh, yes.
I
Okay.
believe if the source I'm looking at is correct, it's an action for me to do it, so it gives me a melee attack with some bonuses.
Yeah,
That's
one
correct.
action, cantrip, self. You need to be within 5 feet of the enemy.
Yeah. I'm probably not gonna
you make
get-
a melee attack as part of it. On a hit, they suffer the attack's normal effects, and you can cause green fire to leap from the target to a different creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet. The second creature takes fire damage equal to your spellcasting modifier.
Sadly, there's not a second character I want to hit today, but I'm just making sure it's correct. But it doesn't do extra damage from the way that Zephos has set it up. Like, it's done as a cantrip, isn't it?
It is done as a cantrip. It is based on your level, so it will do the bonus damage. The way cantrips level is it's based on the class, or not even class level, your player level in general.
Yeah, and unfortunately, well, there's nothing within 5 foot of it. So can I use it for the extra damage without having to target a second thing? Or
Absolutely,
is that
it's an option. It's an option to target the second person.
Cool. Right. How far away am I from this thing then to work this one out?
Anna is 40 feet away currently.
That's a lot of distance away.
Yeah.
It's only 1 turn of movement.
It's 20 feet up and it's all the way over there.
And there's a jump to hit the thing, aren't I? Or stand on the table.
Or you can so these are bookcases. You can climb up these.
Yeah.
These are 10 feet up. And then there's a platform up here that's 10 feet up, which would, be
Am
pretty
I able
close.
to vault next to it with a single move action, or will I have to bonus action dash as well?
You'd probably need to bonus action dash to get to next to it, because your movement speed's 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
Actually, this platform's probably 15 feet up. Looking at the staircases, I think the whole thing's like 30 feet in total. Which reminds me, I will update Grounded's height to be just 5 feet at the moment.
But no penalties for doing bonus action dashes there. No penalties or anything like that.
You'd have to do it as an action unless you're a rogue.
Denying me the ability
rogues
to
are
hit
fast.
Yeah.
That's their thing. But you can dash as an action, get in there, and then strike next time. You never know, they might move away from you, then you get an attack of opportunity, or might do literally anything because you're a sentinel.
That is true. That is the case. But I'm going to use my bonus action for something else instead. Yeah. Fun times, I guess.
Yeah. Sorry, Cobb. Only the cool kids can do it.
Yep, so use my action to dash so I can get next to it.
Okay, I'm going to put you onto
I guess, yeah, that
like
works.
there, because then you're on like a platform next to it.
Yeah, and let me double check. The ruling for this will come written down.
Gargoyle, tears in his eyes at 2 HP. He's just like, yep, you go.
It'll be fine.
One moment.
Just don't take
one
damage.
One moment before that happens. In case I want to do something stupid instead. Do I do the stupid thing or do I do the right thing?
Do the stupid thing.
As they're both stupid and correct things to do.
Do the heroic thing. Your soul will be happy.
That's true. Zephos is like, finally!
Are you happy with killing undead, are you? Of course you are, you're a paladin of sort.
I'm happy with killing anything as long as it's a righteous victory.
Righteous.
I'll kill a child if they're armed well enough.
Would you really?
No, that was a joke.
Good. Just
I said joke like
making
Brexit
sure.
Get out of
it's-
my system.
This
Because,
is no badly
if you killed a
written.
child, then you'd get a child ghost,
That's
and my
actually-
life hates child ghosts.
Unfortunately, can't lay on hand you as I'm running past full action, not bonus action. So bonus action is going to be compel duel on the paranoia.
Okay, compelled duel, very nice. What have I got to
Thank
do for
you.
that? It's a save, isn't it, of some kind?
It is a save. It is
Wisdom.
a wisdom saving throw. Which work out what my spell check
Wow.
is. Where is it listed?
Well, don't need to look it up. They're proficient in wisdom saves. They have plus
Oh,
5.
that's
they
going to
roll.
be a
And
fun
I've just
quote
rolled
for-
a natural 2. So no matter what you've got, it's failed. It's compelled. Get compelled on, idiot.
Yep. For the duration, it has disadvantage on attack rolls on anything other than me, and must take a wisdom saving throw each time it attempts to move to space that's more than 30 foot away from me.
That's a good one. That is a good one. Okay. We go to
Yeah.
green. Green, you are no longer stunned.
Spell ends if I attack any other creature. If I cast a spell that targets hostile creature other than the target, if a creature friendly to me damages the target or casts a harmful spell on it, or if I end my turn more than 30 foot away from it. So
Okay.
use this turn to heal up, please.
Okay, the paranoia. Does it recharge? It does not recharge its howling babble. It is instead going... Ooh. No, not currently. It's not going to yet. Okay. It's going to use this maddening touch on you. Hannah, as you're right there. Yeah. So it's got no problem to attack you. Here we go. That is a 14 to hit. So that's not going to do it because you dash, so you've got like +6 to your AC at the moment.
That's even before the fact that I moldy 18 AC without dash weirdness. I know we count the stuff at +3 anyway, so.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But
regardless,
to give me a total armor class of 21.
That's its go. Over to Eao.
Cool. Would I be able to get up to the other side of it in just a single movement?
5, 10, 30 if you go straight up the hang on, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It'd be 35 if you go up the stairs first. If you're vaulting up there, it might be longer. 5, 10, 15. Oh no, 20 if you go straight as the crow flies, because climbing, you're only climbing for 10 feet there, so.
Matters not either way. I have 40 movement.
Well, you're able to get in there then. Yeah.
Okay then, and...
Don't hit it. It'll start hitting you.
I am a melee fighter. I don't know what you want from me.
Bend around, making sure everyone's alive.
Let the cop do the tanking.
You could take the aid action.
Actually, I have something, but I need to actually look up the rules of it because I got a bunch of cool new things with my weapon. Okay. Would bestow curse count as an attack?
Harmful spell, yes.
Harmful spell, yeah.
So harmful spell isn't just damage, it's anything that negatively affects them.
Yeah. It's very much like English definition instead of keyword definition.
Then I'm going to hold my action. If it attempts to move from its position, I'm going to attack.
Okay, we go to Red.
That works.
Red runs up to Gargoyle and
cast Power Word Kill.
Yes, turns out I lied when I said there was no imposter. No, you gain 13 temporary hit points as he casts aid on you.
Oh, that's helpful.
At 4th level.
I realize your compelled duel is a very powerful ability. It is inconvenient when there's only one target that everyone has to fight.
Grounded, it's over to you.
We didn't all roll as well on the poison cloud that you released into the room.
Okay, I just sort of peek from my hiding place and make eye contact with Hannah to see if she's ready to let us start attacking it yet.
Looks like no.
Okay.
You could ready
how
next.
ruined everyone is.
Yeah. Can I ready? I suppose I can't really ready steady aim, but then again, it's already flanked, so I get sneak attack anyway.
You don't get sneak attack on flanked people when you're at range, unless you've got some feat that lets you do that.
Okay. But wait, do I get sneak attack because I've got an ally within range?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you totally get that. Sorry. I was thinking back to a 4E game I'm in with a couple of people who are here, where there is a specific feat for that ability.
Right. Yeah, I didn't think there was actually a feat for that in 5th edition.
I never know, because there are some real nonsense ranged attack feats in 5e. There's one where you just ignore all cover. It's ridiculous.
Look what you've done. You can throw the DM.
Good. You can also there's several ones where you can take a -5 on the attack roll to do +10 damage, and I'm surprised none of you have taken any of those feats.
All right. Oh yeah, just to check, is my sword still lit from earlier?
Yeah, still lit. I should roll to see if you've ignited any of the... No, not yet.
Hey, Grounded knows how to not light things on fire for sword by accident.
While falling off the ceiling
you just
unconscious.
don't do what you normally do.
Like, she grew up... I mean, slight Grounded spoiler, but she grew up on a charcoal. amongst charcoalers. She knows proper fire safety.
Yeah. And that's all well and good until you're falling from the ceiling unconscious with a lit sword in your hand.
Yep.
Yeah.
Destroying the planet before the Guild of Icons.
So you're ready in an action to shoot the paranoia. What's the trigger for that?
What's the trigger? The trigger is if the paranoia. Actually, I'm going to say the trigger is if anyone, but Hannah attacks the paranoia.
That sounds smart. I like that. Okay, we go to ground. To Gargoyle. I will read literally whatever I see in front of me.
All right, as is tradition, Gargoyle is going to don his armor, which could have been donned earlier if everyone wasn't so fucking paranoid.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's going to cast Cure Wounds on himself.
I guess you
Okay.
could say his arm was Dick's.
1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. That's 7.
Okay. Hannah, your go.
Joyous.
Oh, it's
Right,
time.
now I nod over to both of those and allow them to start
Oh,
attacking
wait.
things.
I forgot. So you're going to start attacking things?
Yeah.
Well, Molly's going to throw in and attack them.
I mean, I'm always going to attack it because I already compelled duel it, but... You know,
What?
I was buying you all a turn of, oh, we can heal and buff and get into position and then start murdering things.
Yeah, well, you're going to start murdering things. So that is a 28 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
Why do my familiars hit better than I do? That's 8. 8 force damage.
Points of force damage. Okay, and that strikes again, and it reels back as that hits. Yeah, absolutely. Hannah, you're face to face with a demon of paranoia. What do?
Fun. Sword. Shield. Sword's on fire. It's getting smacked.
All right. And then, how do you feel about transferring a little of that over to Eao? You know, just have that fire hop. Just
Really tempting, I'll let you know.
I'm the worst. Right.
I'm being blamed for something I actually did not do, and I hate it.
You knocked off more than half my hit points. I think I'm allowed to set you on
I
fire.
did nothing. The DM did
this
that.
is all me.
The DM did that one.
Felicitas is cackling right now. Okay. Right. So this is because you're above 5th level. This is
Yep.
going to do. First of all, the weapon's normal damage plus
I imagine I'll
1d8
tell you if
fire
I-
damage.
I might have to tell you if I hit or not first.
Oh yeah, there's that.
I've not
yeah.
even done that yet. I mean,
Yeah.
I can assume I've hit if you want.
No.
Like,
Don't do
does
that.
AC 20 hit?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that hits. So yeah,
Cool.
the weapon's normal damage plus 1d8 fire.
Okay, so Zephos normally does D8 because, you know, fancy rapier.
Presumably
He,
plus something because he's a +1 sword now.
yeah, here's the fun thing. So normally he's a D8 plus 2. D8 plus 2, I believe. No, more than that because I'm using Dex. Like, it's wrong on my character sheet. So D8 plus 5. So that's the start. Greenfade Blade adds another D8 to it.
2d8
so we're up to
plus
2d8
5.
plus 5.
Yeah.
Here's where it's going to get silly. Is this thing a fiend?
No, it's not. It is specifically an undead.
That was
Wait.
going to be my second question.
My
At
brain's
this point,
just.
I'm burning a second level.
It was just
At
like
this point, I burn a second level
buffering.
spell slot
Yes, we're smiting.
with smiting. Yes, which gives me an extra 4d8 of damage on it because
Yes, 'cause
2d8
it's
from
undead.
first level spell, one for undead. So we are rolling in theory 68 plus 4. Nope, is it more than plus 4? It's plus 5. My bad.
So hang on, it's 2d8 for a smite plus 1d8 for each spell level higher. So that's 3d8, right?
It's 1d8 for a smite plus 1d8 for each spell
No,
level.
it's 2d8 for a first level slot. I'm reading it right now. Plus 1d8 for a spell level higher than first. So that's
yeah, so
3d8
it's 3d8. Yeah.
plus
Four-
1d8 if
four-
it's undead.
Yeah.
So it's 4d8
Yeah.
plus
Plus one normally, one for Green
1d8
Blade.
for the
Yeah,
weapon,
68.
one plus your modifier of 5 plus the
5,
modifier of Zephos of 1. 68
5,
plus 6.
Plus 5. I'm counting the plus already on my plus 1.
Oh, okay. So you've got a dex mod of plus 4.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, yeah, that proficiency. No, it was gone by 1 because of proficiency. My bad.
No,
Plus 6, you're right.
proficiency isn't added to damage. It's only added to the attack roll. It's still a lot.
It's a lot, yeah.
6d8 plus 5. All right.
28 damage.
Woo! Wow. Hang on, I need to do some maths. So you take the sword out, and it starts glowing with this green flame, and Zephos, as you swing down, yells, "Sunder!" And you strike the paranoia, and it disintegrates in front of you. I just need to double.
Is it still there?
No, that kills it. That definitely kills it.
Oh,
You have a second attack in case it doesn't.
One shot, one kill. Absolutely destroyed it. Wow. I will say though, you were really, really close to not killing it because it is actually resistant to fire damage.
I will also say
But
I have a
all of
second
that's-
attack roll
all of
fight.
You
I do have a
fine.
second
You
attack
did
at this
it.
level.
You definitely did it, and that's why I had to do the maths though, because you were only over by about 2. But yeah, you definitely did it.
And I measured
killed-
twice.
Killed yourself. Killed yourself. Paranoia.
In one
And-
hit.
Question:
Yep.
do I get a trinket from undead? I forget.
Let me just double check your feature trinkets from the. Is it called trinkets from the grave? Trinkets from
Something
the
like that.
departed. That is it. Tokens. That's why I can't find it. Tokens. There it is. Tokens of the departed. There you go. Just double checking if there's any. It says creature. Creatures are still undead. Also, undead are creatures. More accurate. Yep. You get a token.
Sweet.
I mean, theoretically, you can also get a token from all the people I just killed.
Technically, mechanically only one because I need to use reaction.
Yeah.
You see why I was concerned when Eao was displaying decorum for dead people?
I said that out of
Okay.
character. I said that one out of character.
Oh, I know.
I'm just going to look at my sword as I put it away. You happy with that?
Oh, look at that trinket table. How interesting trinket table. Tell you what, Grada, can you look up the trinkets table, please, and tell me what number 63 is, because that's what you've got now.
Zephos gives a Nigel Thornberry smashing.
And I find this fascinating because number 63 is very appropriate, and I had no idea it was on the trinket table.
Okay, trinket table, trinket table. Oh, here we are. 63, did you say?
Mm.
An alabaster mask.
So that's the name for Morian. and how the god of death appears. I had no idea that was on the official player handbook trinket table. How neat.
I've got a question actually.
Yeah.
Does this mask have both eyes?
No. It is. This mask has destroyed sockets.
Is it a mask of Alabaster Finch?
No. That is a mask of the god of death. And yeah, we're gonna go back to turn the map off because you're done with the fight. Well done. So you have surviving
I was
red and green.
immediately going to ask, what the hell was that thing?
I'm dead. Dead now.
A paranoia.
Oh, what
Feeds
am I?
off of sadness and negativity.
I don't know how it got in here. It says this would be green. Why didn't we think that it could have been something else?
I mean,
Why
if
do you think changeling?
We were just so sure that it had to be taking our face.
so, if it can make you think it's something, it's a specific thing, it could probably just make you not consider the other possibilities.
That must be
I
it.
was pretty confident for a while there that you were a changeling, and he gargles speaking to Eao.
I was honestly convinced it was you. Sorry for calling you bird. That was probably insensitive.
It's what I am.
I suspected you too, Eao, but I'm not going to apologize.
Well, that's rude.
Gargoyle gives a small, like, subtle nods, just like, that's entirely fair.
That's rude.
I'm going to look at green and red at this junction and go, do you have, I can't believe I'm asking this, anything that stores extra-dimensionally? Bag of holding, hats, haversack, something.
Not with us, no.
This is going to make what you're going to do much more complicated, much more physically intensive then. You're going to find the nearest mirror, and you're going to take all these bodies out, and you're going to get them revived, as is custom for this god's-forsaken island. And you're going to apologize to everyone you have murdered, assuming they want to be brought back to this plane of existence.
Okay.
And
What
failing
about
that, you're going to make sure they have very good burials.
But what about the scrolls?
Well, lock up once you leave.
No, they make a good point, and I'm sorry if it sounds rude. It's not personal, but the scrolls in this room are probably more important right now than the revivification. The mirror run is not doing great, and if any of these get destroyed, the spells go with them.
Oh, how does that even work?
They're the originals.
But I can just cast spells. Are you saying they somehow came from these? But
Magic is... There is a science to it, but it is every bit as much art as well.
There's power stolen from
To
the
simplify
gods,
it-
written down here.
To simplify it, all magic exists at a focal point of its creation. You get rid of the focal point, all the magic that comes from it vanishes as well.
And if all of these scrolls
Yes.
are in the mirror run when it collapses, they're going to vanish, and every spell on them is too.
Yes. We've got to get them out.
That bodes well. Okay. Hey,
when
Yes?
Gratitude is power stolen from the gods, she's gonna stare at the make up a significant look at the mask she just got.
Ooh,
your
yes.
hat. I hate to say it, but I'm commandeering your hat.
What end?
I'm looking at all the scrolls in this room. They're all going in the hat, and they're taking the hat somewhere safe.
There is no room for that in the hat.
They're going to have to make multiple trips then.
I have a question, Nick.
Hmm.
Are people allowed to take out things from a hat, bag of holding or something that they didn't personally put in there?
I don't think there's anything to stop you from doing that, yeah.
In which case, I'm sorry, Eao is not going to part with it. Eao has too much valuable in it.
Then I guess you're going to the School of Enchantment to raid their supplies for artifacts or other types of things. Or we're doing it with you as well, I guess. Running to other things to do, I guess.
I will make things simple as it is right now. Question, Nick. The 67, do I that I rolled for the wish, do I still have wish? The ability to cast it?
It's only if you roll, like, I think it's 10 to 20 or something.
It's a 33% chance. I don't know if that's rolling high or rolling low.
I tend to go with low.
Okay.
I don't think a high number should ever feel bad.
Then in that case, Nick, I would actually like to do now what we've discussed earlier in DMs with wish.
Okay.
I'm going to pull out the Ring of Three Wishes, because this is something I was planning to do a bit later, but I feel like now is more important.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Wish with the Ring of Three Wishes, which is going to. I'm for the next 2 weeks not lifting anything really.
It's like you're in a slouch because of the hat.
Oh, Eao does not wear the Hat of Holding. Eao wears a
regular
separate
hat.
hat. No, I say that because
Very,
the Hat of Holding is 30 pounds. But
what
Eao is
you're
going.
in- Sorry.
Eao is going to cast a wish to revive everybody who has died at Cantlore since the day we arrived.
Oh,
This
you
is
really
something
are
me-
doing it. I know. Yeah, I know you've mentioned
This
it.
is something we have discussed before.
Ooh, okay.
I was going to do this later, but this is what happens in this room is something we can't ignore, but we can't throw ourselves off track from our thing anymore.
It happens
29
before anyone
knolls.
says anything. It happens.
29 knolls.
29 knolls.
29 knolls.
Oh, yes. 29 knolls. Several inquisitors. Most importantly,
57 people who died in a very recent accident.
57 people who died in a recent accident. The interns who died in the cage incident. Eao, I need you to roll to determine if you can ever cast Wish again.
If I could, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where's my die? I always close my die roller. Do I defeat the odds? 41.
Ooh, it was
No,
close.
40. 40.
Still
40.
very close, but yeah. And I think one last thing before we end the session then. As this energy washes out from you and it extends not just this plane, but through every plane and pulls souls back, those that want to return anyway, reconstitutes their bodies in safe places. Grounded, you in your head. And that's how we're ending.
You monster.